Good morning, student. Our next topic of chapter number 8 is heart. What is heart? What is the structure of heart? The heart is made up of cardiac muscles. It is hollow, cone-shaped muscular organ. It is a sort of pump, the pumping action of cells and maintenance of internal environment. The human heart is four-chamber muscular organ, shape and size roughly like a man's fist, with two-thirds of the mass to the left of midline. The heart is fundamental to adequate nutrition of cells and maintenance of internal environment. Without the pumping action of the heart, cells would starve. Waste products such as CO2, lactic acid, and acid phosphate would build up, and life of the cell and the person would cease. The heart is located in the thorax between the lungs and above the central depression of the diaphragm. Its weight is approximately 300 grams. The base of the heart remains above and the apex below. It is about the size of closed fist. The apex inclined towards the left side as placed in the body. It has an oblique position and the right side is almost in the front of the left. The impact of heart during contraction is felt against the chest wall. Heart is divided by a septum into two sides, left and right. Each side of the heart is further subdivided into two chambers. The upper chambers are called atrium or auricles. The lower chamber are called ventricles. So there are four chambers in the heart: left auricle, right auricle, left ventricle and right ventricle. The walls of auricles are thinner in comparison to those of ventricles. Right auricles communicates with right ventricle, whereas left auricle communicates with left ventricle. Blood is controlled by various valves. Functions of the heart. The heart is a muscular organ in the circulatory system that is responsible for pumping blood throughout the blood vessels to our body. The circulation of blood throughout the body mainly depends upon the heart. The course of the blood from the left ventricle through the arteries and capillaries and returning it to the right auricle by veins is called systematic circulation. The course of blood from the right ventricle through the lungs to the left auricle is called pulmonary circulation. Systematic circulation has greater force and pulmonary circulation has lesser force. The impure or deoxygenated blood comes to the heart from the body, the right auricle of the heart, from where it goes to right ventricle, from there to the lungs where it is purified. What is pulmonary circulation? The blood from the right auricle passes into the right ventricle. When right ventricle contracts, the blood goes into pulmonary artery. This is divided to carry the blood to right and left lungs. The blood is resuscitate very little in lungs. Each artery breaks up in smaller arteries, then into arterioles, and lastly into pulmonary capillaries. In the lungs, blood gets oxygen there and leaves CO2. Then pulmonary capillaries unite until veins are formed. Then blood comes back to the heart by four pulmonary veins, which emit the purified blood into left auricle. The blood passes into left ventricle again and then sent into aorta for systematic circulation again. The blood circulation takes place throughout the body in this way. Pathway of pulmonary circulation. From the right atrium, the deoxygenated blood is pumped through the tricuspid valves into the right ventricle. Then this blood pumped from the right ventricle through the pulmonary valves and into the pulmonary trunk of the pulmonary artery and travel through the lungs, where carbon dioxide is released and oxygen is picked up during respiration. Arteries are further divided into very fine capillaries which are extremely thin-walled. Then pulmonary vein return oxygenated blood to the left atrium of the heart. What is systematic circulation? Systematic circulation carries oxygenated blood away from the heart to the body and returns deoxygenated blood back to the heart. In this type of circulation, blood comes out from left ventricle of the heart by aorta. Blood passes to various parts of the body when it passes through the small arteries. These arteries are further divided and subdivided until the arterioles are reached. Pathway of systematic circulation. Oxygen-rich blood from the lungs leaves the pulmonary circulation when it enters the left atrium through the pulmonary vein. The blood is then pumped through the mitral valves into the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, blood is pumped through the aortic valves and into the aorta. The aorta arcs and branches into major arteries to the upper body before passing through the diaphragm, where it branches further into arteries which supply the lower part of the body. The arteries branch into smaller arteries, arterioles, and finally capillaries. Blood vessels. First is arteries. Vessels in which the blood flows away from the heart are called arteries, irrespective of whether they carry venous or arteries blood. Arteries contain blood under very high pressure and are therefore of elastic, muscular, and thick wall. Classification of arteries. First is elastic artery. Those large arteries leading directly from the heart include these arteries, since these arteries conduct blood from the heart to the muscular arteries. They are also known as conducting arteries. They are very large and may be up to 3 cm in diameter. They have more elasticity to bear the shock of contraction of heart. Thick-walled arteries near the heart, the aorta and its major branches. The lumen allows low resistance conduction of blood. Contain lots of elastin in the three tunics. Wall stretch and recoil to propel blood. Withstand and regulate large blood pressure fluctuations. Allow blood to flow fairly continuously through the body. Next is muscular arteries. These arteries are of medium size since they distribute the blood to the various organs. They are also called distributing arteries. The last type is arterioles. These are also muscular arteries, but these are much smaller in size. The blood pressure of the body is maintained by these arteries. What are veins? A blood vessel that carries blood that is low in oxygen contained from the body back to the heart. Veins are such blood vessels through which the blood flows towards the heart. These vessels are made up of less number of smooth muscles, fibers and more number of elastic fibers. What are capillaries? The capillaries are the smaller and thinnest vessels in the circulation system. Its structure has adapted to its function in an ideal way. Capillaries, the smallest and most numerous of the blood vessels. From the connection between the vessels, they carry blood away from the heart and the vessels that returns blood to the heart. The primary function of capillary is the exchange of materials between the blood and tissue cells. The walls of capillaries are made up of only one layer of the cells. The interchange of gases and substances between blood and tissues take place here. Types of capillaries. First is continuous capillaries. These are found in all type of muscles in connective tissue, and in the central nervous system. These capillaries are least permeable and most common. Example: skin, muscles, nervous tissue, etc. Second is fenestrated capillaries. These are found in renal organ, endocrine glands, and intestines. Last is sinusoidal capillaries. These are enlarged capillaries found in the liver, spleen, and bone marrow. These capillaries are most permeable, occur in special locations. Functions of circulatory system are as follows. Blood carries hormones from the endocrine gland to different organs of the body. It carries nitrogenous wastes from the body cells to the organ of the excretion. It regulates body temperature. It also protects body from diseases. Heart circulates the blood throughout the body. In capillaries, the exchange of nutrients, oxygen, and waste product take place. Arteries allow the pure blood to pass through them throughout the body.